Emporia is pretty local.
I didn't know that.
Not as local as Wabunsee County. Or Lake Wabunsee.
Well, they sold property out there too. Now, we're back.
All right.
So I will notify those people that I want all of that in writing on nice letterheading.
All four numbers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, and the Department of Aging is fluctuating, of course, every month because we pay $600 until we get it paid off. We're gonna
That's
Okay.
That only helps us. I mean,
that only helps.
But that's
Yeah.
four numbers that we need.
Well, you can get it from the city right away. We can get it from the Department of Aging and Kansas Housing.
The closing
And-
costs.
and then-
Rules, that purchase. Okay.
Oh, you want that too?
Closing cost is gonna fluctuate as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So we'll get that. And as fast as the government helped me on this, it'll be like, although we have a contact now in Department of Aging and in the Housing Corporation. One of them's name is Stephanie. And Alicia has been coming through as long as I email her. So I might be able to get those numbers. Okay. Law enforcement. We've had an uptake in drug activity in Eskridge. It's pretty blatant and open in the daytime.
Trying to get down.
Wondering if you guys were interested, once again, getting a part-time cop so that when somebody's getting beat up, we can go to that part-time cop and people can quit telling me about stuff because I am too old to deal with all this crime.
Well, I believe the last time we had a part-time cop, we ended up letting him go. Is that how that went?
No, Sam quit.
No,
Dudley.
Ryan Dudley.
Oh, yeah.
So we ended up letting him go, and we never rehired anybody else. I do know that we have a marshal that just bought a house in town.
Yeah. Well, a house or apartment, or is it an apartment?
No, I believe he bought
Really?
Tammy and David Neatfeld's old house.
Oh, that's
which
great.
then was Ray Dillon's dad's, then Payday's, and now his.
Well, and I was wondering if, and I'd heard about that, and it would be nice if we could start the same kind of situation like what Maple Hill has, where they have some deputies that if this gentleman can't cover enough the hours.
Well, I would
Because he
love to
works-
ask him. I don't know what his name is, but since he's going to be moving,
I think
living
Kyle
here,
knows what his name is.
Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams.
I will call him.
I already know him. You'll be pretty stickler.
Ricky Williams?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Do you know
When
who
you
he
talk
works
to
for?
him, would you ask him to
He
put
works
an
for Wabunsee
application?
County.
Yeah. Can I get one from you? Should I just have it in case an application?
Now the question will be, will the sheriff let him patrol? Well, that's.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
part-time
the truck-
job.
The truck the engine got sabotaged, so they poured sugar in it after we
So
started.
Ryan used our red truck. Oh, that's something. But yeah, Ryan used our red truck, did he not, when he was patrolling? Because
Yeah, 'cause he
we
threw the
couldn't
keys
use it
away.
for a year because the key got lost and we had to ignition switch it or whatever.
Mhm.
We got the gun back. Did we get the ammo?
It should be up in the safe. Did we get the gun back?
Yes, we got the gun back. I don't remember if there was ammo or
I
not.
never thought of him doing that.
I'm in favor of inquiring to find out. As I've always said before, if we can afford it, I've never been in.
Well, do you want to put something on the ballot? We've got until the end of this month to do that. I think, or is it before
On the
August?
ballot.
Well, if you want to do a mill levy to pay for them. A half a mill levy.
But you don't have to do that. Now that if you raise the R&R, you can.
You mean a sales tax percent? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
No,
I'm talking about
property
property
taxes.
tax. Property is what you
You don't
protect.
have to. No, you don't have to do a ballot initiative anymore.
Really?
Yeah, just put it in the budget.
No lid now.
Cool. I think I like that resolution, but we won't
Yeah.
abuse it. We won't abuse it.
How much are we
Not
talking?
making
I
any
mean,
promises.
what's
I don't know, we'd
Where
have to, you know,
A full-time
interview.
cop was over 35, close to $40,000, if I'm not right, the
Seems like
last
that's
time.
right, 42.
Plus, it was gonna be another $10,000 of us getting all the new rules and regulations of stuff that they had
Camera and all
passed,
that.
cameras and getting logistics up to that. Then another 20 on top of that for a vehicle. And then the 35 was the salary. So then you have like retirement and
And
401k and
capers
the
and-
capers and all the rest on top of that.
Capers and
$40,000.
insurance.
So the issue has always been, where's that money coming from? And if it's there, what's going to take a hit and become worse because we're taking it from there?
Where did it used to come from?
Yeah.
General fund, which is very low.
Which is
And
why
we
you would
just
have to
haven't
do
had
a
a
millage.
full-time one for somebody. We've had
Yeah.
part-time ones that we pay
Well,
$20 an hour to do 10 to 20 hours a week.
The
however people
idea
do it.
of
Obamacare hit
affording
us
it
hard,
needs to
and
be done.
That was like
We need to
$10,000 or
do it.
$12,000 in 1 year increase in insurance for employees, and that all happened around the same time. So yeah, it looked like nothing happened, but that's, I mean, yeah, that's.
And that's another
Is what
thing
it is.
too, hiring another employee. Are we gonna be able to afford raises for our employees that are deservingly so?
Well, we do have revenue accounts. Are they making money? Water, gas?
Well, now your gas is kind of impaired.
Well,
And that's another
That's
thing,
for sure.
if we're gonna be on the hook for this gas thing, we can't be spending money
So
and
what-
then.
But we're
Yeah.
allowed to recover it. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got a serious looking raise.
well,
Well,
I
and
thought it was a done
it's
deal,
going
but
to
Worked out
be-
some with Wabunsee County.
So it's, I probably should have talked about it this meeting. I was gonna have more information probably the next meeting because I think it'll start being filled out, I believe, next month.
okay.
And you guys also have a KCC.
You guys doing this
Yes.
without a laminate, my job, right?
No,
no,
Don't go me.
don't
No.
confuse
Absolutely
public
not.
officer with police officer.
No,
Yeah.
no.
They both say officer, but they're not the same.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, we're
it's whatever you decide. I mean, if it does, it does.
we're not.
No, Sally, you're fine.
You want a gun?
No.
No.
In the
like
future,
that.
You wanna wear a badge?
if you decide
I
to leave,
could.
then we can reserve the right to add that to the.
but I
police.
don't
But
think
mean,
that we
that's-
would, cause
you
an
know, you're
officer's
already
pay
working
that
for
we
us. We're-
discussed has been close to $10 more an hour than what you're getting, so it would not be advantageous for us to have him to be doing a
Okay.
good job.
Just wanted to, know where that door is for me. Oh, my husband wouldn't care. Did I say that?
You're stuck, honey.
I guess I am.
But anyway, I'll be more than happy to reach out to Ricky Williams and see if he'll be able to work part-time for us. Cause I do think that we can find money somewhere to
Part-time.
get some part-time at the very least.
Yeah.
Cause I've never been against the law enforcement. I just wanna know where the money's coming from and what's taking the hit to give
Well,
it.
and also some of the activity I was talking about was people walking around at 2:30 at night around the different apartments there, and the complaints that I heard were interesting. So,
I have
and then
seen
the
a
activity
female
that I
cop
see.
around
Yeah,
a lot
she's,
at night.
the one you're seeing is the one that actually, she works out at the school during the school year. And that, so she already knows all
I've been
these-
seeing her late after dark.
I know.
So we're
They
saying-
probably gave her
Oh,
the
the
crap
county.
shift when she
Oh,
came off of being the school
wanna be
person.
here, but they just-
Oh, here we got a spot for you.
Well, at least she knows all the kids that are walking around.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that was-
That was
I'm just
basically
saying.
all.
Oh, you would ask
Move
me.
on to the next subject. I've got 3 really quick things here. The trash at the lake on the other side of the dam, that has been taken care of, correct?
Yes. Oh, God,
My-
trash.
My daughter
called
and a
Mary,
bunch of
we need
kids
to
got
make an-
together and put it all in bags and set it all
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
They cleaned up that whole area. And
I talked to Mary with Exodus. We need a contract with them, but she's working it up. She didn't do it last year because of COVID, I guess.
To get a dumpster like this out here.
And they weren't able to get dumpsters, and they went with another company that's making plastic dumpsters. So we might be able to get a dumpster out at the
a
lake.
big one.
Yeah.
Good.
So
But what about them going on the other side of the dam? Is that still out of the question?
they will do that, but that'll be extra. I don't know how
Well, I
much
would
it would be. So she'll put it as she'll present it, and then we can decide whether we want to do it or not.
Okay. The toilets, were they replaced? One was the other one?
I don't know.
Look,
Was it
pretty
Did
good.
it
replaced?
happen?
Or
She,
fixed?
they were blown up and charges were filed.
So we are
Yeah.
pressing charges. That was my
You
next
bet.
question.
Well,
Yes, we are.
Deb,
I do know one was replaced because
That's
we
who
drew
did it.
the.
Deb
She
did
told me
it.
one
She
was,
said that's
and I
the-
questioned Mike, I think Friday or Thursday. He said the other one was on order and I haven't heard anything since then. Friday, yeah, last
I think
Yeah,
she
we
was
signed in the guy's bathroom, the
No,
female
it's the
one was,
person
looked like a
that
new
blew
toilet.
up.
I kind of noted that in my head at the time.
person was camping there.
Well, I'll
Um,
tell you, that's the one we threw away.
She told me.
From my remember.
Yeah, okay, so.
Yeah.
Since I
One other
Yep.
thing,
cleaned them a few times, yeah, I know that's the one that was thrown away.
Deb
Yeah.
has brought this up
Yeah.
before, but I think that I would like it if we would pony up the money out of the lake fund, of course, to get the wooden blocks and a horseshoe pit. Have
Great
the
idea.
city guys help them put it together or whatever.
Mhm.
I want a legal horseshoe pit
Yes,
right across from the bait house.
wonderful idea.
What's an illegal one look like?
they're too close together.
Well, yeah,
And the
you
fence
know,
on an angle.
they're-
There's
they're horseshoes
something.
upside down.
That's the one.
They're-
There we go.
I want an
They're small
official.
kids.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, and lastly, the
They're doing the
letter,
drugs, they're so rampant.
the letter that we were talking about before, sending out to the lake residents, can, instead of
Can we send
incurring
it
that
email?
cost, can we just send it
Can
on the
we
email that goes around?
So that's what I was confused about. So is this something that's additional to the agenda that gets sent out? Because the agenda gets sent out and that's kind of a notification of what
think-
is going to be
But does it have
discussed.
does it have the resolution in it?
Okay, so that's the other thing, is that tomorrow I was going to send the resolution. And if you want, I can just say in an email, this is the resolution that's going to be discussed as of whatever, the next meeting.
Will it go to every single city person and every single lake person?
It'll,
I'm okay with it going to the lake email list because there's quite a group of those.
We can post it on all those different sites that we have. You know, we have the Eskridge Park Foundation, we have the Eskridge Watch, and then also we could put something in the paper. Because we could get it today's,
yeah.
we could get it in.
But
there
I mean,
tomorrow.
to get letters out to every single lake and
No,
every single
email.
ice bridge person.
I'm not in favor of sending
Okay.
a letter to every lake resident. I'm not sure if it's necessary with the city, but that's up to you guys.
I think we can cover quite a few people.
I'm kind of more hit the mail list in that camp, but and I think send the full text of the resolution that's being proposed. Is that? I mean, that's along with an explanation, but
That email group out there at the lake, I think that's gonna hit more people than mailing them to people in Eskridge.
Yeah.
It's instant and they
But
all,
we have to get the word out to Eskridge people too, because they have
I think
an
that's-
opinion.
a lot of people are on Eskridge Watch and those types of sites. So I think if we posted something, then that would give them
We could
the
do all that,
opportunity
yeah.
if they.
Yeah.
Well, and can't we
They care
even
about
post
that.
it at the store, down at the filling station, on the doors?
Not
Because
opposed
there
to
are
it,
some people, don't have the internet.
Yeah, sure.
You don't need to read the paper.
Or Facebook.
Or Facebook, yeah,
I mean-
there's some. I know there's some people that don't.
Not
put a
opposed
copy
to
in the
it.
bait
But
house.
yeah, it's one of those.
Put a copy of it.
It's one of those, we're always discussing city business at city meetings every 2 weeks and, people, no one knows are, but I mean, I'm not opposed to it at all, but just putting some flyers around, I don't care, but
At the last meeting, what was our directive to Deb Hutton on the shelters?
She was not to rent them out for money
Just to,
She was,
and you could only save them for 4 hours.
if I remember right, we said that the one she already had booked, she could keep.
And that's
Because,
the only one. And I know where you're going with this because I meant to write that on my list. So
Yeah,
please continue.
she has charged other people over the 4th of July weekend for those shelters. And if that's not the directive we gave her, why did she do such?
I didn't feel that was the directive we gave her because I watched the meeting
Wait.
at 3:00. I felt like
What did we,
My understanding was she was only supposed to charge the ones that had reserved them
already,
which
already,
was
Yes.
one,
but the rest of them
or just
is
and that was one shelter.
first come,
house.
first served.
But some people, I guess, rented other shelter houses, one for $95 for the entire weekend and one for $60 for the entire weekend. On the same, it was like Thursday.
My question is, do we owe that money back to those people? Because that's not what the directive that I was understanding that we gave her.
Yeah, because I thought one of those people were coming today, but
And
they probably didn't have time to come to the meeting. But one of them that got charged was going to come to see if they could, because they had watched the council meeting and said and saw that we had directed not to charge, and then they were charged. But
So
they're not
basically,
here,
that's up
so-
to the person that got charged.
They got a sneaky wheel.
Yeah. 4 hours.
Yeah, and I thought, that's right, I thought it was only 4 hours at a time.
entire weekend.
Yeah. I'm having a tougher and tougher time understanding why she keeps going against what she's been asked to do. And I like Deb, but I thought it was clear what the directive was.
I do too.
I mean, maybe I'm misunderstanding.
Might be good if you bring it up at the next meeting when she'll be here.
I thought it was clear that she was supposed to clear the trash from the other side and get it over to where it can get emptied, but that trash sat there the whole weekend of the 4th also. I will cut a little bit of slack though, because our meeting was Monday night and trash was Tuesday morning.
Lake trash is Tuesdays also, correct?
Yes, except this last week it was Wednesday morning.
That's why I wasn't making a big stink about that. No pun intended. But like I said, it was gone the following week because, like I said, my daughter and some friends all got together and cleaned up several bags of trash and laid the bags next to the trash dumpster. And then I'm guessing Deb or somebody she appointed hauled it to where it needed to go. So I guess time will tell if that continues. I'm sure it will. I can't imagine it not.
Just to touch base back on the horseshoe pit. Could redid the ones in the park. He was redoing it when I was
Really?
mulching trees right before the event on Saturday. So he could probably just build a quick one out there as well.
Good. That's great.
Yeah, we talked about doing this. I think Brendan, Bill Reidinger's grandson asked permission to redo the one over
At
there
the
by the
barracks.
barracks. Yeah.
And I haven't
And-
checked those out. I'm sure they're probably great. Oh,
Oh, he hasn't, huh? He's been a little busy. Well, anyway, I told him that it sounded great.
but Matt did a great job at the park, so he ought to be able to whip. He wasn't there very long either.
Good.
He's a worker.
Yeah, horseshoe is rather popular.
Move to adjourn.
All in favor?
Second.
All in favor to adjourn?
I'm gonna go talk to him.
I can't hear you.
I was gonna go talk to him. He wasn't there. I just gave a message to the wife and the dog.
No, that's county, right? That whole blowing up of toilet thing?
Yeah, it's got it.
Of all these-
I think if I remember right, there's